So, it's been a long time. Just been going through a lot between my job, which I hate. I can't seem to do anything right there. I've been written up twice in 4 months, and out of my 40 years of working, I think I've only been written up once in nearly 40 years. And then at this job, after this new company took over, I've been written up twice in 4 months. So, I've been feeling pretty useless. So I haven't been motivated to even get on and record. But the reason why I came on today to record is because this morning I woke up to a group chat sent from one of my sister-in-laws. I guess the memorial was last night. I mean, because I haven't been in so long, I don't keep up with those things. So I never know when their events are now. But she sent me like 6 pictures of my brothers and my nephew and nieces at the memorial. And with this little note about wishing everyone was together, maybe one day, whatever. The only reason it even hit me is because, it's from my brothers. They don't contact me. Well, they don't contact me at all. Their wives might, and it's always usually in connection to one of their events, one of the JW events. The last time I heard from any one of them was my youngest brother. He's the one with all the kids. And it was, maybe 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And he sent me a letter that really wasn't personal. It was almost like those letters that we would write people. Why do I say we? That habit is so hard to break. But the letters that we would write to people when you were doing letter writing for witnessing. So it was like that. But anyway, I'm sure unconsciously maybe part of the reason for sending that is to make me feel left out or to show me what I'm missing. Yeah, I'll admit I miss my family. I do. I miss hanging at my brother's houses. But I don't miss being part of that organization. I really don't. Even though my life is not spectacular like other people who have left, I'd probably be more the story that they would tell as to what happens to people when they leave. Because I'm poor, I can barely afford to take care of myself. But the one thing that I do have now that I didn't have then was the ability to think completely on my own and not have to conform to groupthink, which I'm sure they would say they don't conform to groupthink, they can think for themselves. But now that I'm out, I can clearly see that it's basically groupthink. So yeah, that just struck me, and I thought maybe I'll do a short video on that because it was just weird, just out of the blue to get a message and pictures from them. I see my nephew and my nieces. God, they are all grown up. And the only one I really know or knew is the oldest one because I was at their house a lot, all the time, and I babysit when she was a baby. But I don't know them. But I will say one thing that I saw interesting when looking at the pictures is that I don't want to say their names and stuff because I don't feel that's right. But my oldest niece, the one that I used to have a relationship with, she had a tattoo. on her arm. That was interesting. I wish that I was in touch with her or knew how to get in touch with her, because I would love to know the story behind that. Because that was interesting. And the only reason I noticed it, because she had on a sleeveless dress, which also struck me as funny, because when I was growing up, at least the area I lived in, a sister in a sleeveless dress was a no-no. I remember an elder's wife being read for filth because she wore a sleeveless dress to the meeting once. So that I also kind of smiled at when I saw that. I'm like, oh, I guess they can wear sleeveless dresses now. They can wear pants, so why not? Yeah, so that was pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Their memorial, or at least, was it one? Because my youngest brother and his family, they live in Georgia. I mean, their memorial looked like a catered event. It didn't look all broke down and cheap like what we used to have when we were growing up. It was pretty fancy where they were. But yeah, that was interesting. I mean, it was nice to see pictures of my nephew and nieces, since I haven't seen them in a while. So I did save the pictures. So it is, interesting. But I just wanted to come on and share that. I wish my brothers would contact me just for the hell of it. Just to say hi or whatever. We don't have to talk about the organization or anything. Just say hi, just checking in. Even if they don't want to talk to me, send a text or just leave a brief voice message. But right now, I think that's probably too much to hope for. But anyway, just wanted to share that little tidbit with you guys. You all have a great afternoon and a fantastic weekend wherever you are. Bye.